Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone. And right as I was about to start recording, I noticed we have an Enderman in our little mob farm here. Oop, look at that. Upgraded. So we got +1 attack. And did we get an Ender Pearl from that? I didn't think I saw one drop. That's alright. I've had a few of those spawn in the meantime, though, between episodes. So every now and then I harvest. We do have our 4 ender pearls, and I think we have enough essence. Let's see if we can look this up. Can I right click on you? Or not right click, but stop typing. There we go. Applied energistics, philosopher's stone. Oh, please tell me it's not in this mess. I feel like it's in a different section. Let's just look up the magical crops method. Magical crops. Because it's usually, which ones were they? Spider, they're these ones. Enderman. Oh, they take the Imperio. We only have 1 Imperio essence. I've been harvesting, I've been using the Crucio hoe, which gives us twice the amount. And I have this farm all the way full, and I've even brought them over here to expand. So maybe next episode will be set up enough to be able to get our Enderman seeds. But our redstone farm, look at that. There's a few ready to be harvested over there. But that has just been providing us with a lot of redstone. Also, I've been running through a lot of sand. There we go. Put a W. Must have still been holding the W button. That's alright. But this episode, I think we're going to do a little bit more applied energistics. I want to get to the next stage of applied energistics, which is using the ME controller instead of just the energy acceptor. It just allows more channels to be used because these little cables can only carry 8 channels, and if we're going to be doing a lot with applied energistics, we need to upgrade. And so let's look at the recipe for that. So we look applied. Look at that, we have a bunch, and we need to get our auto crafting set up again. So this will help push us in that direction. But here we go. ME controller takes pure Fluix crystals, an engineering processor, and skystone. Excuse me. And you get this from smelting regular skystone. And if you click, there's not a recipe. See, no skystone recipe. But from playing other sky blocks, I know that if you take where is it? There it is. Up, it disappeared. Skystone dust, right? You get this from sifting dust, I believe, and you bring it down to stone barrels filled with lava. You right click on them and look up in the Wayla, you can see skystone. So give that a right click, and there we go. There's our first skystone. So let's just get a little bit more of this. Let's see, that's 6. Hello? Oop, not enough. That seriously wasn't enough. I bet you that was. Oh, come on. Where did all of our oh, right. That's right. Yeah, I was loading up tanks to take over to a lava generator, and I broke the seared tank and it disappeared. I have no idea where it went. But we do have 8 skystone. That's enough to get us, I believe, 2 controllers. So all it is, let's plop this into the redstone furnace. Yeah, this quick little setup I made for processing these ores. I have another tier 3 solar panel, so we have that one and the one powering our ME system. And I've been setting up this lava generator just to give it a little added boost. but all it is a pulverizer pulverizing the ores. There goes one, and it shoots it over to the redstone furnace. And these are very overpowered in this mod pack. They go very quick even with little power. Actually, that one's full, so that's why it's running through extra quick. But there we go, 8 skystone. So let's drop that into our system and look up controller. There it is. And I believe we still have enough. There we go, 2 ME controllers. So we can come back here. Let's break that one. There we go, energy acceptor back. And we'll place that and look at it light up. This works like an ME controller, but like I said earlier, it gives you more channels per side. Like if you take, let's see if we can look at this, Fluix. So we have our normal Fluix cable, which we've been using, and you can upgrade that up to a ME dense cable. And the big difference there is the Fluix cable will give you 8 channels, whereas the dense cable will give you 32 channels that you can split off of and use them all. And the dense cable will actually tell you how many channels you've been using. So let's check the recipe out. That's 4 ME covered cables, glowstone and redstone, and the ME covered cables are just ME glass cable and pink wool. So let's see, can we craft up a bunch of these? We're going to be using a lot. So there we go, we have 33 covered cables, and let's turn them into the dense cables, 8. That is actually perfect. Let's see, do we have anything we can dye it with? I guess we can go white with it. So let's wrap it around, and there we go, 8 white cables. This will be our first separated channels that we can use. I colored it white because different colored cables don't mix. So if I hook this up right there, and if this was, say, like blue, it wasn't just the ordinary Fluix cable, but I had colored it blue, it wouldn't connect just like that. But there are ways around that for right now. Let's just break that and get to our terminal. And we're going to look for something called a cable. Come on, where's my C key? There we go. Cable. Hello? Cable anchor. There it is. Cable anchor. And this is just any ingot, pretty much. And a Certus quartz cutting knife. Oh my god, we do not have sticks. Wood. Let's take these, put them back together. A couple sticks. Huh. Let's look at that again. Cable anchor. Alright. So there is our cutting knife, and we have our iron set up. So let's just grab just about a stack there, because we'll use these, oh, probably quite a bit. It's going to be like that, isn't it? So we'll drop that right there and replace the cable, and that prevents it from connecting. Can we get this off? Nope, it's going to break everything. Alright, well, let's just put the cable anchor on this side then. Alright, and we're going to bring this over, I think over here underneath the covering. Hey, whoa. And we're going to use this mainly for our auto crafting right now. White is going to be our auto crafting network. So we can come back over, let's see, and get our molecular assembler. How about an interface? This is all just leftover from our previous experiments with auto crafting. And let's just bring that down. Oh, is that it? Let's grab one more cable at least. And they're right there. 22. I don't think we're going to need 22, but that'll do just fine. Toss that right back in there. And here we go. Let's get this set back up. Online. So let's toss all of our patterns back in. So now our auto crafting is back online. Network Apprentice. I guess we get that for using these, but there we go. We've upgraded. We have our dense cable set up. I mean, I guess I can dye those white so we know for sure what they are. But other than that, let's check this out. We can go back to our craftable items. We have our processors from last time, our blink patterns. Oh, we're missing glowstone. I really think I want to get all these set up directly into our network. We're not doing terrible on space. I mean, we have two patterns that are completely empty. This one's just about half full of types. So I think we could get away with it. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's get that so it's automatically going into our ME system. You know, I could use an import bus for this, but from playing Applied Energistics a bunch, I find the interface actually works as a very good input. Look at that, we actually had some of those set up. Let's grab a quick bite to eat. And what we're going to do, we're going to break this block so we know where we are going to want our interface to go. Actually, let's put it right there. That's where we'll put the interface. And let's get some of this flux. Did I take all the flux? Oh, that's right, craftable. Flux, that should be a recipe we set up too. Some glass cable. Wouldn't be the worst thing we ever do. But let's come back downstairs. And let's run a full cable the length of this. Alright, where are we at? Yeah, I guess we can plug it in right there. And now all we have to do is we place down the interface. We're going to come back upstairs. And we remove this pipe right here. And there we go. All of our stuff is being dumped into our ME network. Is this not making anything because it's nighttime? Let's go sleep it off. And that is going to be so nice just to have everything directly placed into our ME network. We don't have to go looking for it. And it will allow us just to get one step closer to just fully auto-crafting all of our ores into their respective ingots. But let's see if we can watch this. You're gonna finish. So it'll finish, you see it got sucked out, and this transfer node pushes it into the interface. And say I place something right there, boom, goes right back into the system. So I can actually take most of my inventory and just dump it into there, and we will find it into our system. Now it's just going to be a matter of pulling everything out of these these drawers and placing it into our system. So give me 1 second and I'm going to make these disappear. Alright, look at that. We have so much extra space, and I think we're going to be able to do some of our auto processing in this area. Keep it on the ground level so that we have access to it if we need to see if anything's wrong. I don't like really tucking it away. I mean, if we really wanted to hide it, we can put it downstairs, but I think up here is going to be just fine. I mean, if I need to, we can wall it off. But for now, look at all this. It's going to be so much easier just to, look, there's a stack. Grab as many as we can. And as you can see, now I can actually pull out more than a stack at a time. Let's see, what do we have a lot of? Say like we have a bunch of iron. Just toss it into blocks and it doesn't lag the system. That's because I made one of these energy cells and it stores energy for the system so that when the system has to do something that requires a lot of energy, it doesn't just shut down the system and wait for that energy. It's actually stored up, kind of like a capacitor almost, if you will. But if you look, I think I brought this up before, energy cell. There we go, energy cell. Simple to make, just pure Certus quartz crystal, Fluix dust, and quartz glass. But that was very easy. I didn't feel I needed to put it on camera. It was just really helping our system do a little bit more. But I've just been taking the gravel, the dust, or the sand ores, toss it in this iron chest up here, and it funnels it. Oh, we are doing horrible on power. I think actually a good idea for this space, maybe we can start looking into big reactors, because I've heard and seen through other videos that they are extraordinarily overpowered. So even just a small one tucked into this corner could power this entire base with ease. So maybe we should start looking into a better power source. What do the reactors look like in this mod pack? Graphite, steel, uranium, yellorium. Pretty much just that for the reactor casing. With that, we're going to need the reactor control rod, which is just redstone and yellorium. The power tap, redstone, and the casings. Access port, just a chest and a piston with the casing. We're not going to need the coolant port. I think that's just about it. I mean, reactor glass, we could do that quite easily. This fused quartz glass is through the alloy smelter in alloy mode. It takes it and turns it into a funky sort of glass, but that's easy enough to do. So let's look at steel. We do have 38 steel. Let's see. Which one's this? That's not the right steel. There's a steel in this mod pack that's actually very easy to make. And I think it's just coal dust and iron into the induction smelter. Oh, 238 recipes. I don't know how easy this is going to be to find. What was that? Nope, that wasn't the right thing. Oh, I saw it right at the last moment. Let's find it again. Right. Come on, there it is. That's tungsten. Oh, and that was sand I saw. So that's how you make tungsten. What was that? Something about a wrench? Yet a wrench and crushed coal gives you electric steel. That's an interesting use for the Yeta wrench. So we can look at making that reactor really soon. Let's see, do we have any coal? Yeah, we have a quick stack. I know these pulverizers have power. Let's just grab, how about that? Toss you in there. Let's see if I was right about that recipe. I'm almost positive I am. There we go. Yeah, that's steel, so maybe between episodes I'll run through a bunch of that. There's something else I want to look at first and foremost, because this will make resources so much easier to get. And it's from a very interesting mod. Not transportation, transmutation. And it's the transmutation tablet. And it's the 128, what is that, cubed spatial storage cell, dark solarium, and Eternalis fuel, which is made from Mobius fuel, which is made from alchemic coal, which is made from real coal, using the Philosopher's Stone. And this block is just ridiculous. It takes an unstable ingot block, or 4 of the unstable, blah, 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 the unstable ingot block, Enderium block, Signalum block, Lumium block, and on top of that it takes an Ender Crystal and a Nether Star. And that's a peaceful mode recipe, so we can't do that. Pulverize a beacon, electric crush. So it looks like we are going to be going to the Nether real soon to get some Wither skeleton skulls and fight a Wither. But aside from that, these 128 cubed spatial components require just a ridiculous amount of these Fluix pearls. So we need a bunch of ender pearls. So we might be a little far off from that. And I think we're going to need this, the Tomb of Knowledge, which is a super dense EMC crystal, chaotic core, awakened core. Oh, good lord, please tell me this isn't Thaumcraft. No, just Project E. Dark Matter Ball, Angel Steel of the 11th degree. What is this? Angel Steel. Angels. Here we go, down at the bottom. Of the 1st degree. There's not even a recipe for it. Is there? That is ridiculous. How do you make this? What mod is this? Aurora Cascade. Huh. Let's see if we can find any more about this. Because this transmutation mod would just set us speeding into the realm of just easily, once you get it, you pretty much put it inside that tablet and it learns it, and then you can just take other blocks, like say, there we go, iron bars, 96 EMC. That means it either takes 96 EMC to make, or if you place it into your system, it'll give you 96 EMC to make other stuff. So if you look at the stack, that's 15,000. Look at that block of iron. A full stack of iron will give you 223. Okay, no, that was just because I had a bunch of them. A normal stack of 64 is 147,000 EMC. That is crazy. Those just run at 1. But I bet you if we set up a cobblestone farm, yeah, look at that, 9. We can condense those quite a bit and just dump them into the system and get pretty much infinite. But yeah, looks like we have a long road ahead of us in this mod pack. So let's see where we stand. Quest beginning alpha. Oh yeah, that's right. So we finally have killed enough of these spirits. So let's claim the reward. Get a full heart. No, that's not a heart. That's the heart. And our mod bag gives us day blooms. Ooh. So when we start dabbling into, oh, what mod is that? Botania. Then yeah, we have our first day blooms already. But alright, give me a second and I'll figure out what other direction we can go in this episode. And I will bring you guys right back. Alright, I didn't realize how long we've actually been running this video, but we have come to our end. But next time, hopefully we can start looking into setting up our major autocraft or auto processing for our ores, and we can get to the point where we don't even have to worry about what's entering our system. It's just automatically getting turned into ingots or whatever we need out of it. But look at that, another 12 redstone. That is just wonderful. Boom, 24 redstone. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys later.